Tonight you scrolled past 100 beautiful things. Perfect faces, symmetrical compositions, flawless skin, curated, polished, optimized content designed to be visually ideal. And you kept scrolling. Then something ugly stopped you. A lumpy ceramic mug, a hairless cat with too many wrinkles, a building that looks like it was designed by someone who hated buildings. You stopped. You stared. You maybe even smiled. Why? The real answer is far stranger than you think. Your brain is not a beauty-seeking machine. It never was. The part of your mind that pauses on imperfection, that lingers on the strange and the grotesque and the asymmetrical. That part is ancient. It is doing exactly what it was built to do. And understanding it changes how you see everything. Start with what beauty actually is. Not philosophically, neurologically. When your eyes land on something visually symmetrical, your brain releases a small hit of dopamine. Researchers at the University of Toronto, including psychologist Moshe Bar, have shown that the brain categorizes symmetrical objects as lower threat faster than asymmetrical ones. Symmetry in nature often signals health, genetic fitness, structural integrity. Your ancestors who found symmetry attractive had offspring who survived. Their preference got passed down. You inherited it. But here is what that story leaves out. Your brain does not just reward beauty, it rewards prediction. Every time you see something, your brain is not passively receiving an image. It is making a guess. It is running a rapid simulation of what that thing probably is, what it probably does, whether it is safe. This happens before you are consciously aware of it. Neuroscientist Karl Friston at University College London calls this predictive processing. Your brain is constantly generating a model of the world and updating it when reality does not match. The moment something breaks the model, something unexpected, something off, something wrong, your brain fires. Hard. That firing is attention. That firing is interest. And sometimes that firing feels like fascination. Ugly things break the model. A perfect face gives your brain nothing to work on. It matches the template. Processed, filed, dismissed. But a face with a giant nose, deep asymmetry, or an unusual configuration of features, your brain cannot file that instantly. It keeps looking. It keeps working. And that sustained attention, that cognitive effort, can feel like intrigue, like interest, like something you cannot look away from. Psychologists call this the aesthetic of imperfection. In Japan, it has a name, Wabi-sabi, the philosophy of finding beauty in things that are incomplete, impermanent, and imperfect. A cracked tea bowl repaired with gold, a moss-covered stone, a poem that ends without resolution. Wabi-sabi is not a niche cultural quirk. It is a formalized version of something your nervous system already does. Now think about the things you find ugly but lovable. The hairless sphinx cat, the blobfish, the pug with its smashed face and bulging eyes, the naked mole rat. These creatures trigger something researchers call the Kindchenschema response, a term coined by Nobel Prize-winning ethologist Konrad Lorenz. Kindchenschema describes a cluster of infantile features, large eyes relative to the face, a round head, a small nose, chubby cheeks, clumsy movement. Babies have these features, and your brain is hardwired to find them appealing, because for most of human history, responding to those features with care kept infants alive. Ugly animals that happen to share those proportions, disproportionately large eyes, round skulls, wobbly, uncoordinated movement, hijack that same system. Your brain does not care that it is looking at a wrinkled cat instead of an infant. The pattern matches. The warmth fires. You call it ugly. Your nervous system calls it something worth protecting. But there is a deeper layer, one that goes beyond cute ugly into something stranger. In 2009, researchers Heckert and Lader published work on what they called aesthetic interest in the unfamiliar. Their central finding: humans do not only seek beauty, they seek novelty. They seek things that require resolution. When something is beautiful, your brain closes the loop immediately. When something is strange or ugly, the loop stays open. Open loops feel like tension, and tension, in the right dose, feels like engagement. This is why horror works. This is why outsider art sells. This is why brutalist architecture has a cult following. This is why the most interesting faces in film history are rarely the most symmetrical ones. Your brain does not want everything resolved. It wants something to chew on. There is also the question of authenticity. Somewhere in your nervous system, imperfection signals realness. A handmade bowl with uneven edges tells your brain, a human made this. A perfectly symmetrical machine-stamped object triggers a different read. Produce,